We're all familiar. You all received the draft number from the district, the $965,000 increase. Which is substantial, to say the least. In the fiscal year 25 was roughly around the same number, dropped a little bit after some talks between the chairs. It was roughly $130,000, and this is an issue that, and with discussions that we've spoken about with relative to the debt at Templeton Elementary School. So I went back and reviewed some documents from the district organization advisory committee of the district established back in January 2018, because I want to be able to figure out as much information as possible. So the first thing that caught my eye is this undated letter from the district. It was back in December. The interest forms were due back in December 11th, 2017 for this district reorganization advisory committee. So 2017, the last agreement that was signed by both member towns and the chair of the school committee was back in 2004. In 2004, there was a section here under review, 5 years from the effective date of this amendment agreement, and every 5 years thereafter, the school committee shall itself review and or appoint an advisory committee to study and recommend amendments to this agreement. However, the failure to do so shall not affect the validity of this agreement. So I said, okay. And then I came back here to 2017 on this undated letter, and this was sent to community members of the following list of expectations originally presented to the community back then. Number one, pre-K students will be educated in the new building. 2, any student who resides in Templeton from grades K through 5 will be relocated to the new building. 3, the middle school will be reconfigured to the traditional grades 6 through 8, and high school will remain grades 9 through 12. Further, number 4, any student who resides in Phillipston from grades K through 5 will be educated at the Phillipston Memorial Elementary School. So I went through and I found some interesting information and from Phillipston. This was from the concerned parents of the Phillipston PTG board of membership. Their letter ends by the potential benefits being alleged do not match or surpass the day-to-day implications for parents and students and all of us who try to support them. And again, this drastically alters what Phillipston parents have consistently voted for and what Templeton parents were promised. It would likely also violate, void the MSBA contract. The specific grades were listed on the application. We want the Templeton children to have a new school and don't want anything to jeopardize that. We just do not want to be forced into joining them there, and therefore cannot support this proposal anyway. This is a letter to a NRSD school committee member back in April of 2018. So started going through and really looking at things, because Templeton's been flipping a lot of the bills. And there's a lot of different things. Now, quite frankly, could withdrawal be one of the options? Absolutely. But admission of additional towns could be an option under this section of the 2004 agreement. By amendment of this agreement adopted under and in accordance with the section, any other town or towns may be admitted to the regional school district upon adoption as therein provided of such amendment and upon acceptance by the town or town seeking admission of the agreement as so amended, and also upon compliance with such provisions of laws may be applicable and such terms as may be set forth in such amendment. So as you all know, I was a school committee member at one point myself, so I'm very familiar with the school committee and the processes that take place. I had some conversations with folks and said, well, you know, if you're getting smaller, you can't share in the resources. So my thought was, well, maybe you could make a big, beautiful district. And the thing is, and that's what made me ponder this. And when I formed the working group within my authority as a chief financial officer, I worked with Phillipston. because a very, very important part of this process is for you to have both member towns supportive. The current structure right now, it's not working. It is not working. It has been working since I've been here. It's fact. Unless any of you could say that Phillipston's been part of the process, counter me. It's not been working. So I'm doing a new approach, an approach that I think could create opportunities and create a district where we share in resources. And hopefully at that point, we would have a sustainable, supportive, and inclusive district where all member towns feel like they're part of the process. Not one member town not feeling part, or a split town with division. So I spoke with went to the Phillipston Select Board. I met their Chief Administrative Officer, Peter. Peter's a really nice guy. He will actually be appointing 3 folks from Phillipston onto the working group. But Peter, actually, I haven't spoken to him. I don't think he had a complaint from the superintendent. But we are continuing to look at all these options. I will say this: the budget, fortunately for me, at least with the select board, I believe there could be an opportunity, some cost savings with Phillipston being involved. And the working groups just going to be the Templeton working groups meeting next week. And right now, I think we could probably actually make it work with our budget. So I might be able to defer it, not need advisory funds. I'm going to check if Phillipston's willing to pay for any portion. And I think this could be a good thing. I'm very confident about, and I think it's a very good possibility to have this big, beautiful district. I did speak with the district. They will be cooperating with the working groups. And I just want you to be aware of all these things, because if we keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, I'm not going to change. We got to be able to look at different things. We got to be able to bring a member town that feels disenfranchised in. And I'm proud that I did. I brought them to the table. And I told them straight up, Templeton's concerns. But we need to have that discussion. The member towns both need to be involved, because the way this agreement's read, we need to have both of us be part of this. If I don't do something as a chief financial officer, who will?